Hello, and thank you all for coming to Oxford High School's National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. Let's please give a big round of applause and welcome our newest members being inducted tonight. All right, we always begin our ceremony with the Pledge of Allegiance. Peyton, would you come up and lead us in that, please?
If you could all stand and face the flag, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, please be seated. Okay, again, welcome. Quickly, before I pass things over to our executive board, I would just like to take a moment to publicly thank our e-board. The first 2 months are always intense and busy and full of stuff, and this year it seemed like it was even more so. Peyton's been getting a ton of requests for tutoring in our district. We've got Halloween stuff coming up. We had homecoming co-check that we ran, organizing this ceremony, going through all of their activity packets to welcome them in. It's just a huge effort by very few individuals who kind of in the beginning are bearing the brunt of all that work and responsibility and leadership and service. And so please let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. All right, and we also have Megan and Olivia. If you guys could please stand. Right now they're currently busy. Tomorrow we have our blood drive, and they're organizing 3 blood drives for us this year, and they're doing exceptional work as well. Thank you. Okay, now to the official ceremony. I just want to take a moment to explain what this ceremony is about. Our e-board and our school principal over there will be discussing the core values of the Free to Quail chapter of the National Honor Society. But this is not an award ceremony. This is a ceremony that officially asks these inductees to swear an oath to uphold our local chapter values and the values of the National Honor Society. So even though we may be facing you, the audience tonight, the parents and family members, we're actually speaking to you, the inductees. So please pay attention, listen closely to everything, and make what you hear tonight and what you are swearing to tonight a part of you, a part of how you see yourself, and a part of how you want others to see you as well. For tonight, you are swearing a commitment to scholarship, leadership, community service, and character. I would now like to please introduce the president of the Free to Quail chapter of the National Honor Society, Scott Masterson.
Hello, let's give our NHS inductees a round of applause. Thank you. I'm Scott Masterson, the NHS president of this chapter, and I would just like to say welcome. Let's begin with some trivia. What does everybody on this stage, Cal Ripken Jr., Mr. Rogers, and Carrie Underwood, have in common? All NHS. They all have demonstrated the 4 pillars of NHS and been great leaders, as you have obviously demonstrated, so good job. 4 pillars of NHS being leadership, character, scholarship, and service. Here in this chapter, we emphasize helping our community, In years past, we've tutored students from 4th grade reading all the way up to calculus. We help all generations of our community, elementary, PTO events, and senior citizens who need help with their lawn. We're actually doing a blood drive tomorrow, as Mr. Budden said, which I couldn't be more excited to continue that tradition. You see, when we serve, we're representing our school and our community. That's something we should take very seriously. We're all part of a greater purpose, and I couldn't be more honored and excited to lead us in that pursuit. We have future goals and ambitions, such as continuing these years of hard work. We want to continue our tutoring and blood drive work. We want to raise money for charities, and we want to prepare our students, all of you, to be great moral citizens and lead as an example in school and throughout your life. So let's make this a great NHS chapter. Thank you. So now I'm going to take a moment to introduce the E-Board. Payne Krajarski, the Vice President, could you please rise? Payne Krajarski. Next we have Paige Miller, the Secretary. Caitlin DeGaspero, the Treasurer. And our historian, Trevor Wallace. Next up, I would like to invite to the stage our guest speaker, our principal, Mr. Wolf.
That was a great job, Scott. Awesome. Well, good evening. Welcome. I'm honored to be with you this evening to recognize the young men and women on stage here who, in addition to their academic excellence, have shown a strong commitment in service, leadership, and character. And so on behalf of the Oxford High School staff, we want to convey how proud we are of your hard work, your efforts, and your time at Oxford High School, and for representing our school really, really well. We're really proud of your work. And we know this is just the beginning of several more years of schooling. Most of you will probably have, but even more important than that, who you've become as young adults and who you become as grown adults at one point here. The four pillars: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. Not one of those is more important than the other, but the one that I do want to speak of this evening before our students do the majority of the talking is character. And that is the one that's embedded really in the other three pillars. You've done outstanding in the classroom. You've done outstanding outside of the classroom in your extracurriculars, your co-curriculars, your athletics. You've shined in most places, if not all of them. But the one theme that comes up that is embedded in all of that, and the hard work, the countless hours you spend studying, the countless time you spend being involved, getting service hours in, helping others, is again your character that stands out most. And we will remember students who were incredibly smart, did really well with high GPAs, and we'll remember the students who were outstanding at an instrument or in choir and band. We'll remember those students maybe who were outstanding athletes in whatever the sport they were at. But we will for sure always remember the students who had the strongest character. We never forget those students. And that's the one thing we want you to know this evening and to continuously strive for, is not only being the best in performing arts, being the best in your sport, but being the best for your school, being the best for your class and for your classmates at Oxford High School. And we're pretty confident you're going to do just that, and that's why you're up on the stage this evening. So with that said, I'm going to pass it over to the folks you want to hear most, and that is our students, and I believe I'm passing it back over to Scott.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Now we're going to go to the ceremony of the Candles of Core Beliefs, which NHS has been doing this since its beginnings. And you can see over there, we have 4 candles, one lit in the middle, and we're going to take one of the candles, each representing one of the pillars of NHS, and we're going to light it from the center candle. And here to help me with that is the e-board. So Trevor Wallace, can you please speak on scholarship?
Hello, I will be discussing the first of our 4 pillars, which is scholarship. All these students on this stage have achieved a 3.4 GPA or higher and must maintain this standard throughout their entirety in the society. Scholarship is a commitment to learning. A student must be willing to dedicate hours and hours to studying and reading material to gather knowledge about our world. Even beyond high school and college, everyone should strive to continue to learn because education truly never ends. Effort is the sole factor that can usher you towards knowledge, and having that knowledge leads you to success. Learning allows us to interpret the past and build towards a better future. Scholarship is one of our 4 pillars because our society strives to be the best of the best academically, and it is key for a successful future. Our members strive to continually expand their understanding of the world in order to better develop a better future for us all.
Next up, if we could please have Payne Grajarski speak on service.
Every day, students are given the opportunity to help others within our school and community through service. It is the willingness of our members to act on these opportunities without compensation or recognition that creates a successful chapter. Although there are service requirements, we are hopeful that members extend beyond these expectations and serve in the areas of their passions and interests. Need-based service work is also supported in our chapter as many students work hard to support themselves and their families. Our chapter emphasizes tutoring as our service project. We provide help to all students, no matter their level of education, to provide them with the best education that they can achieve in the Oxford community. Throughout the years, we have successfully tutored hundreds of students, and through this year, we have continued to tutor many more. The service is the embodiment of the National Honor Society, and our chapter is an accumulation of service from each one of our members. We would be nothing without the service of every member and the cooperation of the community that continually stands behind us.
Thank you, Peyton. Next up, can we have Paige Miller speak on leadership?
Leadership is one of the most important elements of National Honor Society. Being a leader does not mean that you have to be the loudest person in the room or the one with the most authority. Being a leader is about having the strength to step up and take control of a situation while still remembering that you are a member of the team yourself. Anyone has the potential to be a leader. Leadership is about leading with a positive attitude and belief that success will be achieved through hard work and team contribution. Leaders make others want to be better, and they do their best to make sure that everyone around them has the utmost success. Leaders overcome obstacles. Any person can step up and be a leader in any situation. They must put aside and sacrifice their own personal goals for the good of others. The ultimate goal for a leader in National Honor Society is to serve the community and school to the best of their ability. Leaders are shaped by their drive to become better and their motivation to become stronger for the group. National Honor Society is carried strongly by many leaders, those who can solve problems efficiently, demonstrate initiative, and lead by example. These leaders help to create a united front and promote teamwork to encourage members to achieve the same common goals.
Now if we could have Caitlin DeGaspero to speak on character.
Character. Every individual is unique in their own way. Character allows all of us to have our own individuality. It grows constantly, and with kind actions and hard work, it can only evolve. Being honorable and honest in the work you do and in your relationships with others are essential for in your life. With qualities such as respect, responsibility, fairness, and citizenship, you will show valuable characteristics. Your character traits are important in being able to achieve goals and as well as getting along with other people. These factors affect the success you can have in your life. Through NHS, your characters will make this community a better place. Each individual on the stage will bring their own individuality to this chapter and contribute their hard work to the community. A person's character isn't measured at one instant in a time, but a long continuum of one's life. The right decision is rarely the easy choice one must make. Our ability to make difficult choices is the truest measure of ourselves. True character is being able to accept responsibility when we fail, and in doing so, pave the way for future successes. Through this journey, we hope that your character will grow and we will make our community the best it can possibly be. Be able to learn from experiences through NHS and make this the best chapter it can possibly be.
Thank you, Caitlin. Now if we could have Paige Miller, our secretary, back up here to explain the National Honor Society pledge and lead the inductees in that.
All right, inductees, if you could please rise. Put your left hand on your heart and your right hand in the air, and repeat after me. I pledge to maintain a high scholastic standing.
I pledge to maintain a high scholastic standing.
To hold as fundamental and worthy.
To hold as fundamental and worthy.
An untarnished character.
An untarnished character.
To endeavor intelligently and courageously.
To endeavor intelligently and courageously.
To be a leader.
To be a leader.
And to give myself freely in service of others.
And to give myself freely in service of others.
In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy.
In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy
of a place in the National Honor Society.
of a place in the National Honor Society.
And with by the way, I didn't introduce myself when I first came out here. My name is Mr. Budden. I'm an ELA and AP teacher at the high school, and I've been had the honor of advising the National Honor Society for many years now. And just every year during this ceremony, I realize why I keep doing it. You guys impress me every single day. So good job and thank you. So with that oath, they are officially inducted into the National Honor Society. Now we are just going to hand out official certificates and cards, their membership card, and pins. And in order to do that, I believe Trevor and Caitlin are going to lead you, come on up guys, are going to lead you out there, and you're going to get back in the same line that you were so that we can call you back out to receive that stuff. Thank you. All right. First up, we have Peyton Bailey. Alexandra Baker. We're going to pause for just a moment. Mr. Wolf has one more thing to say. Oh, you want to shake hands too? Okay, good. All right. Ein Beal. Anastasia Boglev. Sophie Boglev. Abigail Chirian. May Clark. Ashley Brandt. May Clark. I already called, sorry. Emma Crosby. Benjamin Daxto. I'm going to just pause for a moment because clearly I am not following this properly. I've skipped yet another person. Genevieve Dare. Ellie Di Melenta. Catherine Dobies. Ella Frohock. Megan Griffith. And this next student on the program couldn't be here tonight. She's representing us at the state championship in equestrian right now, I believe. But I do want to say her name, so you can give her a round of applause because she's an amazing young lady. Riley Hodder. Hannah Kapinski. Nolan Kucci. Emma Lavarge. Samantha Malinich. Brooke Manzuk. Emily McClear. Annabelle Murray. Seth Palmer. Aaron Pacheco. Kylie Rancilio. Lauren Schiller. Natalie Shefferly. Abigail Walters. Peyton Warren. Michaela Weaver. Ray Shong. Brooke Zeter. Before Scott gives his closing remarks, sometimes we do the picture at the end and all the parents get pictures, but we're starting to be more efficient. This year, Mr. Johnson came and took a really great photo of all of us together before the parents and community arrived. We will be sending that out. I believe the students actually already have it. So you will be getting that shortly, so we're not going to do the picture thing after this. And Scott, come on back for the closing remarks.
Thank you all for coming tonight, and thank you to Mr. Wolf again for the guest speaking. And I would just like to say congratulations to new NHS members. There will also be hors d'oeuvres in the lobby.
I I said hors d'oeuvres, and I'm like, oh, trying to be fancy, Mr. Button. All right, it's cheese and crackers and some nice fruit, but yes. So thank you all for coming. We're so happy you could join us tonight, and yes, please join us for hors d'oeuvres in the lobby.